The year is 2009, and online communities are excited about a new game called Infinity Miner. Created by Zach Barth and his friend Chris Jengler, the game pits teams against one another as they find diamonds inside a blocky world. Meanwhile, in Sweden, Marcus Persson, better known as Notch, is making a game too. It's called Rubydung, and at the moment, he has hit a roadblock. His pixelated fantasy game is missing something. But when Notch sees Infinity Miner, the square shapes, mining, and co-op set his creativity free. He knows what he has to do, and it starts him down a path that will change gaming forever. There is a video game that has the world seeing square clouds, square faces, square monsters. Today, Minecraft is everywhere, but it wasn't long ago that no one knew about it except one person. Sweden, 2009. It's summertime, but Notch spends much of his time indoors making flash games for King. The site will someday take over mobile gaming with Candy Crush Saga. Notch uses skills that he's developed over his entire life. He made his first game on a Commodore 128 home computer when he was 8, and as an adult helped develop the ambitious sandbox game MMO Worm Online. His ambition to push the boundaries of game development will come in handy for what's to come. Game development may be his job, but in his spare time, Notch can lose himself in his own world of code.
Yeah, I think when I was really young, I said I wanted to be a cop or something. But I kind of always knew that I wanted to make games, and I said so in school to my career counselor thing, and she said, "Oh, well, that's probably not going to happen." Yeah.
For the moment, he's playing around with ideas for a fantasy game. He also tinkers with the concept of a zombie game, which he describes as a kind of vaguely spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead. He makes his own fully 3D texture mapper from scratch for the first time, but when Notch sees Infinity Miner, he finally knows the direction he wants to go: a first-person mining and building adventure. Notch reused a bit of existing code and art from Rubydung, created more, and developed a prototype called Cave Game Test, which he shared online. The idea stuck and was renamed Minecraft. Back in the US, Zach Barth abandons Infinity Miner when a source code link attracts hackers to the game. While Infinity Miner fades into the annals of gaming history, Minecraft picks up the torch and begins running into the future. The alpha build of Minecraft is made in Java, which can handle the game's simple elements. Notch uses character models he created for his abandoned zombie project and releases his creation into the wild. The community loves it. Minecraft's alpha version goes on sale June 13th, 2009, and within a month has over 20,000 registered players. Among its most avid fans are teachers and students. Unbeknownst to its creator, Minecraft finds a place in the education system almost immediately. Schools use the game to teach computer skills, teamwork, planning, and problem solving. To many kids, Notch is a rock star. Minecraft allows its players to alter the world, mixing and matching various blocks and materials to their heart's content. Experimentation leads to the invention of countless contraptions, from automatic farms to time machines. Variation certainly isn't a problem in Notch's world. YouTube serves as a rich source of how-to videos and gameplay, slowly turning this experimental alpha into a craze that swept the internet. Within a month, Minecraft adds sand, water, lava, and rudimentary dynamic lighting. Within 2 months, the earliest multiplayer tests are underway, and the speed of development picks up even further. Secret updates are released, usually on Fridays, to eagerly awaiting fans. It's not long before Minecraft becomes a household name. Game journalists pick up on the phenomenon, podcasts are created to talk about it, and stars are born on YouTube, all through word of mouth. Notch tests the game's most notorious feature, monsters coming out at night, which attracts even more users. Surviving your first night in the game becomes a rite of passage, and tips on how to do it flood the internet. The response to Notch's pet project is overwhelmingly positive. By 2010, Notch makes enough money from the Minecraft alpha to quit his job at King. By this time, the Swedish developer has turned a few heads, including those of Valve and Bungie. He's flown out to their studios in the US to consider becoming a part of the team. Instead, he invites fellow King employee Jacob Porser to join him and start their own company. Mojang Specifications is born. Carl Manner, who had experience running recording studio Playard and photographer gallery site J-Album, is brought on to serve as company CEO. Soon after, the name of the studio is changed from Mojang Specifications to Mojang AB. The trio is soon joined by business developer Daniel Capiche Kaplan, coder Jens Jeb Bergensten, and artist Marcus Junkboy Toivonen. Ever by Notch's side is his fiancée, Elin Zetterstrand, an artist and computer programmer in her own right. Early footage shows how proud she is of her boyfriend and the world he has created.
It's very much like an artist because he has so much integrity in his work.
In an age when most game developers strive for the most realistic graphics, Minecraft breaks the mold by adopting a simple yet effective pixel art style. Much like the painting technique of pointillism, pixel art allows your eyes to fill in the blanks and make the image what you want it to be. Minecraft uses a technique called voxels to store terrain data. The practice has been used for video games to simplify graphics rendering, and Minecraft's use of voxels spawns a number of creative reimaginings. Junkboy is already fascinated with pixel art when he first learns about Minecraft. He's already gained a reputation online for downgrading modern games by reimagining screenshots or key art in pixels. Curious about Notch's indie darling, Junkboy reaches out, and it lands him his first game development job. Despite his high-profile position, the artist always keeps his face hidden from the public. One of Junkboy's first tasks is to design a logo for the game. He's particularly influenced by the size and scale of the logo for Ben-Hur and the fantasy flavor of Dragon Quest. The resulting designs become iconic. The paintings that gamers can make inside Minecraft are made by Notch's soon-to-be brother-in-law, Christopher Zetterstrand. He is a graduate of the Royal University of Fine Art in Stockholm and uses the combination of 3D graphics and traditional painting techniques, first sculpting and manipulating his ideas before painting them. Zetterstrand is inspired by computer games, especially that of Counter-Strike. The artist is fascinated by the spectator camera, allowing one to view a world in its sections, mixed with a void. Two of the first paintings added to Minecraft, titled Aztec 1 and Aztec 2, were originally painted versions of Counter-Strike maps, as seen from this perspective. Minecraft's music and sound effects are produced by German composer Daniel Rosenfeld, better known as C418. He and Notch meet on an indie game development forum and strike up a friendship. Rosenfeld joins Mojang and composes a series of ambient soundtracks to accompany Minecraft adventures. The music is repetitive by design and intended to induce a state of relaxation or concentration.
Or the instruments I chose, like a piano or harp or just strings, I used them because back then in 2008, most indie games, and we were an indie game, they were all based around chiptune and pixelated kind of soundy stuff. And Minecraft looks like chiptune, and I hated that, so I decided to go as acoustic as possible.
Unlike other video games, where music is triggered by certain events, Minecraft's soundtrack kicks in at random times. This creates a feeling of significance for players, who associate the music with what they are doing at the time. Like Minecraft's gameplay, the experience is shaped entirely by the player. The popularity of Minecraft's alpha release allows Rosenfeld to quit his day job. When played in survival mode, Minecraft is full of monsters that come out at night and lurk in the recesses of caves, shadows, and the lava-filled underworld called the Nether. Of all of them, there's one that walks quietly, hissing its way into the nightmares of players everywhere: the Creeper. The Creeper, whose green frown has become synonymous with the game, is also one of the first mobs, Minecraft's name for people and creatures, to be added. But not on purpose. While making a pig in the game, Notch accidentally switches the height and length. He shows it to the community, calls it creepy, and adds it to the game on August 31st, 2009, with its very own texture. The Creeper changes its appearance slightly over the years, from grey to dark green, and finally to the look we know and dread today. When killed, it would lie down and explode, taking players and much of the surrounding area with it. In fact, creepers would attack any mob without prejudice. It would just go after anything and everything. By the Minecraft beta, creepers have become a mainstay of the gameplay experience. In fact, its face is added to the game's logo. When the official game is released in 2011, creepers begin the much dreaded practice of sneaking up on players and exploding. They no longer attack other mobs. Lucky you. No! Mojang is now in full swing as the team gets ready to release the full game. Minecraft is never intended to be finished per se, and would continue to be updated through its lifetime. Mojang takes home 3 honors at the 2011 Game Developers Choice Awards. At the Independent Games Festival, Minecraft wins the Audience Award and Seamus McNally Grand Prize. Amid the accolades, Mojang feels the pressure in the year leading up to launch. The game now has over 10 million accounts, a massive leap from just 20,000 a few years ago. Like any new game, there are a lot of bugs to fix and features to consider. Bergenston tries to push back the release date, but there is no turning back. Mojang decides to host Minecon, a celebration of the game's launch. It features keynote speeches from the community, costume contests, exhibits, and gameplay stations. They quickly sell all 5,000 tickets. Notch takes the stage and flips a switch. Minecraft 1.0 is released. That night, guests dance to the music of deadmau5 and celebrate the accomplishment. But for all the hype leading up to Minecraft's release, Mojang is about to get much more. They haven't built a game, they've built an empire. In 2009, a Swedish game developer called Notch created a building adventure game called Minecraft, and it captured imaginations worldwide. What started as a small indie project quickly transformed into a viral sensation. Minecraft is on top of the world. Mojang has gained worldwide respect among players and fellow game developers. They move into a much larger office. But for Mojang founder Notch, things aren't going as smoothly. He never intended Minecraft to become such a long-term commitment. In an interview, Notch admits that he has a tendency of getting bored and prefers to work on new games instead of maintaining an old one. To make matters worse, his father dies tragically, and his marriage begins to deteriorate. It's around this time that Minecraft's creator hands the reins over to his trusted partner, Jeb. Notch tries to return to what he loves best, making a game. He begins to create a sandbox science fiction game called 10 to See. He describes it as a survival game, where players must keep their ship alive while programming a virtual computer, putting out fires, and shooting aliens. Once again, Notch can lose himself in code. No bosses, no deadlines, no rules. But this time, things are different. Notch is famous. What I hadn't considered was that a lot more people cared about my games now, Notch writes. People got incredibly excited, and the pressure of suddenly having people care if the game got made or not started zapping the fun out of the project. Notch begins to question whether he wants to make games at all. Eventually, he stops working on 10 to See altogether. Meanwhile, his original creation is thriving beyond all expectations. Mojang is growing and begins development on its second game, a digital collectible card game called Scrolls. It quickly grows a fan base, then hits a wall. Elder Scrolls developer Bethesda is suing for copyright infringement. Bethesda and Mojang settle the matter, and for the time being Scrolls can continue, as long as it's not a direct competitor to Elder Scrolls. Minecraft continues to outshine anything the Mojang team attempts. The game sells 17,000 copies per day. Updates to the original game are not as frequent, and Java struggles to handle the game's features, which far outweigh those in the original version. A new branch of Mojang begins solving the Java problem by creating Pocket Edition in C++, and then another division to create exclusive versions for the Xbox 360 console version, and then another division to create exclusive versions for the Xbox 360 and Kinect. Over 4 million copies of Minecraft are sold on Xbox Live Arcade alone by October 2012. Working with Microsoft opens the floodgates even further by adding the one thing fans didn't have: merchandise. Stuffed animals, Lego sets, and life-sized pixelated props hit store shelves everywhere. But what if a game like Minecraft doesn't have everything you dreamed and more? Mods, the art of customizing a game by changing its code, have been a major part of the Minecraft community since its inception. In fact, several features made by the community are added to the game, including horses, pistons, and smoother lighting. In the early days, Notch works directly with modders, like Scavelous and Dr. Zark, to implement changes that remain to this day. Modding becomes so popular that Mojang enlists the help of Curse Inc., makers of the Bukkit Mod API. Bukkit was created in December of 2010. It's a free open source software that allows gamers to extend survival multiplayer. Before long, players have added new features, animals, and experiences, often sharing them on YouTube. Minecraft modding inspires many young players to learn coding. Mojang uses its global awareness to raise funds for those in need. Its charity, Block by Block, helps communities to build their own environments, turning abandoned spaces into usable ones and encouraging everyone, even children, to get involved in urban planning. Tournaments and live streams have been used to raise funds for charitable causes too, ranging from water aid to the Trevor Project and the restoration of coral reefs. By 2012, Mojang purchases Bukkit, and the team joins official Minecraft development, helping to improve the multiplayer experience and develop a mod API. By 2013, Mojang embraces the teaching community and releases an educational version of Minecraft. The game teaches children to code, invent, and problem solve. Pocket Edition allows players to explore Minecraft on mobile devices, and Java is still going strong, surpassing 10 million sales each respectively. Minecraft Realms is released, allowing players to host private multiplayer game sessions for a fee. Versions for PS3, PS4, and Vita are announced. Even though he's not working directly on Minecraft anymore, Notch is still known for his creation. He continues to be celebrated in the media and by fans alike. And then, it happens. Mojang sells Minecraft to Microsoft for $2.5 billion.
I'm thrilled to announce that Minecraft is making its console debut this winter exclusively on Xbox 360 and Kinect.
Notch, who set out to make a fun game in his spare time, is tired of Minecraft, separated from his wife, and very, very rich.
You must be very wealthy.
Yeah, I have far more money than I could ever spend, so...
Oh, well, good for you.
Soon, Notch wants to separate himself from Mojang altogether. "Anyone want to buy my share of Mojang?" he tweets, "so I can move on with my life. Getting hate for trying to do the right thing is not my gig." Notch starts making enemies on the internet through controversial Twitter posts. His messages become more erratic, going from angry one minute to depressed the next.
I didn't want to work on the project anymore because I wanted to just write prototypes or new games and stuff, the stuff I actually get happy from doing. And I felt like still like I needed to be responsible for it because I was still like the main owner of the company and it was me who developed the game and people were like looking up to me. And for me it was very important to make sure that it was like a clean break. Like it wasn't like trying to like get some investor in, trying to grow the company and do like a big exit. It was more about getting it quick and easy and just get it done with.
His situation proves that money can't buy happiness, and it's hard living in the shadow of your creation. As Notch struggles, Minecon 2015 at London's Excel Centre breaks the Guinness World Record for the largest convention for a single video game. There are now many more ways to play Minecraft, including HoloLens. The Pocket Edition is ported to Wii U, Windows 10, Samsung's Gear VR, Apple TV, and beyond. By 2016, total sales for Minecraft across all platforms hit 100 million. Multiplayer competition occurs naturally in Minecraft, with players building custom maps, challenges, and trying to create the most outrageous contraptions. Out of this competitiveness comes a new market for Minecraft esports. Entire organizations are formed to host tournaments in which Minecraft players build, mine, and undergo challenges in order to be crowned the winner. Microsoft commissions others to develop a system for Minecraft esports to thrive, particularly among students. Microsoft is enjoying the fruits of its investment, but there is one thing that makes the tech giant nervous: Notch. Minecraft's creator continues his erratic online behavior, and by 2019, Notch finally gets his wish. He is quietly removed from Minecraft. He is no longer welcome at Minecon. A decade after its official release, Minecraft is still a global phenomenon, As of 2020, over 120 million people play the game every month. The Pocket Edition has been downloaded over 10 million times on Google Play. Minecraft is a popular game to watch on Twitch. In November 2020, gamers all over the world watched a total of 76.5 million hours of the blocky survival hit. Mojang continues to update the game on a semi-regular basis, beyond bug fixes. Audiences are allowed to vote for proposed changes, such as new monsters or new features.
It will be up to you to choose which one we add to Minecraft next by voting for it during the October 3rd livestream.
Spin-offs of the game have been introduced as well, from the decision-heavy Minecraft story mode, to co-op adventures in Minecraft Dungeons, and for a time, augmented reality with Minecraft Earth. In 2014, fans learned that an official movie was in the works, to be directed by Rob McElhenney. There's been talk of a live show as well. Players still return to old versions of Minecraft to explore how much it's changed over the years, as well as enjoy a healthy dose of nostalgia. The game is still wildly popular among teachers, who sing its praises.
Students and teachers can come into a same space and interact together.
Hey, wait, is this part right here, this part right here?
When we give them the license and just give them the challenge, we want you to do Project X, Y, or Z. Teach us what you know about biomes. Show us a sustainable build. Show us what you know about volume. They're very comfortable in that environment, and it's really powerful to watch that happen.
Over time, Minecraft has permeated its way into the mainstream, evolving from an obscure game to a transmedia powerhouse. Fans write and produce elaborate stories inside the game and animate their own homages to the blocky adventure world. The game has become synonymous with the link between gaming and youth, a fact that isn't lost on show producers. Minecraft is a case study in how to engage audiences, not with a set of rules, but an environment in which to push those rules. The game has been likened to a box of Legos that's dumped on the floor and crafted into anything you want. With infinite replayability, playing the game is a destination for friends to hang out. Despite a few minor changes, Minecraft sticks to what it does best, creating an open world with endless possibilities, and will likely continue to do so for decades to come. In 2020, Mojang changed its name to Mojang Studios, together with a new logo. With its main office still located in Stockholm, the game developer now has offices in the UK, China, Japan, and the US. While owned by Microsoft, the Mojang team remains relatively small, less than 200 people, which helps retain a sort of indie charm. Notch may be completely detached from it all, but his creation lives on. And, hey, he's still worth $1.8 billion. That's all for Origins. We'll see you next time.